Hello and welcome to a Business Minute with Lily Lopez, presented by the South Florida Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We're here in the city of Doral at the headquarters of U.S. Century Bank, which has a beautiful view, as I always say, but today is a rainy day, but we're happy because today we have Lester Castillo, a young man, very young man, who's a senior vice president and the treasurer of U.S. Century Bank.
Yes.
What a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. What a pleasure to meet you.
And to see such a nice, handsome young man in such an important role, which means that you're very, very talented and very smart. So you're the bank's treasurer. So you're responsible for the liquidity, deposits, loan pricing. Well, you have a heavy load over your shoulders, basically. So how long have you been with U.S. Century and in banking in general? Because you're so young.
Yeah, I know. In banking in general, I started very early in my career. It's not
like
only
15?
13. I started very early in my career in banking. I started when I was 22. Now I'm 30, so it's been almost 8 years in banking.
You went up the ranks really fast.
Absolutely. I was very committed to my, my profession. And in U.S. Century, I've been 3 years. It's going to be 3 years in November. My role in the bank is cash management and investments and balance sheet management. That's why when we talk about balance sheet management, we talk about loan pricing, deposit pricing, and as you can expect, in these years, it's one of the most challenging years in banking. I've been very busy.
Which leads to the next question: how does the economy then affect the banking industry?
Right.
Tremendously. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Interest rates and everything.
Absolutely. I always think about the banking and the economy, they're always dancing together. Right. Como un tango. Yeah. Sometimes we go fast, sometimes we go slow. And right now what's happening, the economy, when rates going up, it's just affecting the banking industry tremendously. And I think part of that is because remember that banks provide liquidity to the economy, right? So if the banking industry is doing well, the economy is going to be doing well. If the economy is not doing so well, the banking industry is not going to do so well.
Exactly.
Yes, and I think what happened after COVID, when the Fed started increasing rates, the bank had that negative effect just because we have less liquidity in the system, and less liquidity in the system means that we have to compete to each other for sources of funds.
So as a bank treasurer, where will you deposit?
Oh, that's a great
money.
question.
So what would you do
that's a great
current
question.
time?
Yeah, that's a great question. Depends on what you believe, right? I always said there's two things that you need to consider when you go to invest. Your liquidity needs, what do you need in the future, right? And what do you think is going to happen? So if you think rates are going to drop, and you're sitting right now, you're saying, okay, I think in December 2023, rates are going to drop, you put it on a CD. Why do you want to put it on a CD? Because you lock the rate. So you go right now to the branch, right?
Smart.
Right, you go right now to the branch and you open a 12-month CD. If you think rates are going to drop. Now, if you think the opposite and you think rates are not going to drop, then you put it in a money market, because the money market account will reinvest at higher rates every time that the Fed moves the rates. So all depends on what you think is going to happen to the rates and liquidity that you need, right?
Exactly. And what is the most challenging part of your job? What is challenging every day when you come to work? I could tell that you're very at ease, you're very comfortable, you're very smart, but there must be challenges.
I think, South Florida in general after COVID got so popular, and it's such a competitive market that I think the biggest challenge right now is how you keep competing with other banks, and not the ones that were existing in Florida, but the new ones that are coming. You have a lot of new finances companies coming in, new banks coming in. So it's just a more competitive market right now after COVID in South Florida, because we're doing so great that it's just a challenge in itself coming every day to work and just face that new competition, if you want to call it.
But U.S. Century has deep roots in the community.
Absolutely. And I think that also gives me an advantage, when we go and talk to people in Doral and they know our name, it's just help us to provide better.
Siempre la gente es un banco hispano, right?
Sin duda.
Yeah, everybody says that. Y eso es muy bonito.
Yeah, claro, porque conocemos al cliente. We know their story. We know where they're coming from y a dónde quieren ir, and I think that's one of the advantages.
That's what it is, exactly.
Yes,
that's the advantage, because it's like family.
Yes.
Your clients are like family.
Yes.
It's not like the corporate world that you just get into a bank, nobody knows you, hi, hello, I'm depositing, you're almost scared.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. Which is a challenge itself.
It could be, you feel intimidated.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't feel intimidated, but people feel intimidated.
Absolutely.
Right? Exactly, when you see everything so, so clear, and just one person may help you.
Yeah.
You hear everybody, hey, how are you? Un cafecito.
Absolutely. Right.
It cambia. It changes completely.
Right.
It's a big, big difference.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So is there anything I left out that you wanted to include before we close?
No, really. I think U.S. Century Bank is one of the strongest bank in South Florida, not only because we know our community, but after IPO, we have additional capital and we're one of the strongest bank in the community right now. So, we are looking forward to serve our community and be the best bank for our clients.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Lester.
Thank you
for
thank
being
you,
in the
Lily.
Business Minute with Lily Lopez. And we'll
Thank
see
you,
you all
Lily.
next week at the same time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.